What's up, y'all? We back at it, man. It's Handle Your Business. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, y'all, and give me some likes. If you don't, that's cool too. You're just missing out on good wisdom and good content, what you should be following up on. But today I want to talk about the YSL trial and how it's going, because they deliberating right now. They're in deliberation. And let me see something. Yeah, they still haven't got a verdict for this case right here. So it's just still going on. So listen. Atlanta is not California. Like you don't know that already, but what I mean by that is the jury, the judges, the people, they're raised different out there. I believe if this case was in California, it would not be going the way it's going right now. I believe that favor is for Shannon and Yak. They both got favor out there. Like I said, if that was California, it'd be a different story. They in Atlanta though, so you know Atlanta do stuff different. They not just gonna come back with a verdict right away and say, oh, you guilty or not guilty. They really thinking about it. They really trying to make sure if these guys are guilty or not. So now what I want to do, I want to show y'all why Atlanta is different. Hold on, I'm going to tell y'all why. Because a lot of people don't understand. It does depend on where you at. A lot of times when it comes to you being favored for certain stuff. So okay, I want to look up Atlanta population, black population. We're gonna see. So the black or African American population in Atlanta is the largest racial group, making up 47.55 of the total population. The majority race overall in Atlanta is white at 46%, followed by black at 31%. So what does that tell you? They got 31% black in Atlanta. That's a lot. That's a lot of black people, y'all. So it's kind of, it's kind of balanced. It's down to earth. Because when you're in states and it's not balanced, then what happens? The people that grow up in their communities, they're basically all the same. They're like, they all think the same. They all gonna feel the same way about you, regardless of what's going on. And that plays a big part. So when you got, a lot of black people, a lot of stuff happens, good and bad. And a lot of people be judged probably do get found guilty out there, regardless if you're black or not. But they still think about it, and you got a better chance at winning and people hearing your story in certain areas versus other people who just automatically think off tops like you're done. You know what I'm saying? So Hold on, y'all. These busting. So Atlanta, Atlanta is what I mean by that. So when I looked that up, and it shows that the population is 37% black, I'm pretty sure that the jury, you have a few black people on the jury also. And you know, if they got black people on the jury, it's not going to favor them, but they got a fair chance. I'll just put it like that, because a lot of people don't get fair chances. Trust me. They do not get fair chances at winning cases at trial. With a big of a case like this, where they're being accused of murder and possession of weapons and stuff like that, y'all. So that was a big trial. You know, that was a real big trial. So just think about it. If they do got the right people on the jury, the reason it's taking so long for the jurors to come back with a verdict is because they really thinking about it. And if you ask me, I would say that I'm going to say not guilty. A few might say guilty. They might have a hung jury, or it's just going to be not guilty, if you ask me. There's no way I don't think that the jury's going to come back and say that they're guilty, because from what I've seen and what I've watched through the whole trial, it's not enough evidence. And I think that people are going to see that too. So we'll see. Well, y'all stay tuned. The YSL verdict, man. I know their heart's pumping right now. Could you imagine being in a courtroom if you did something or not, especially if you didn't do something? Basically, your hands is in the juror's decision. Or could you imagine being in the courtroom? If you put yourself in their shoes, I know their heart beating right now. So I know that in their minds, they're feeling like this could go either way. Am I going to be free or am I not? And I mean, just feeling their shoes, bro, is that's real heavy. That way heavy on them. So we'll see, y'all. I'm trying to think. If you ask me, it's either going to be not guilty verdict or hung jury. A hung jury, everybody, they can't make the decision that they want to make. So you got some saying they feel this way. You got other jurors saying they feel that way. So if they can't all come up with the same decision, then it's a hung jury. And don't forget, this was a big trial. And I mean, any trial, any RICO trial is big when they feel like they got people, but they do make stuff up also. And they can take it out of content, what you say. You could say something over the phone and they could take it a whole different way and make a whole different meaning out of it. And I seen that when I was watching a trial. They'll twist your words up like a pretzel. So that's a lesson learned for them though. Once all this is done with, the lesson that they'll learn is, man, walk a straight line. Walk a straight line. It's 2024. You know what I'm saying? And then there's stuff going on all over the world. It's just not about them. There's other violence going on all over the world right now that no one is paying attention to. Only the newscasters, you know what I'm saying, and the police that comes to the scenes of when something occurred. That's the only people that's really paying attention to something. And like I say, the violence could have been stopped in certain areas. When I look at certain areas, I'm in California, first of all, so you could go back years and years and years and years back, and it was bad. It's not as bad as it is now. I believe it was bad before. It was way bad before. It's not as bad as it was before than it is now. I'll tell you why. Don't think California is just slowed down and the violence slowed down, which the violence has slowed down a lot. I'll tell you why the violence slowed down a lot. For one, they have cameras set up everywhere. They got cameras on every light post, license plate readers. It's basically the world watching the world, or the cities watching the cities out here. So when people do stuff, some people get away with it, but 9 times out of 10, a lot of people don't get away with the crimes that they doing, not in California. And a lot of them that do crimes, they probably don't care if they're going to get caught or not. So that's for some of them. But for the ones who got a brain and know what's going on, a lot of them know they're not getting away. That's why you can't compare like California to Chicago or Philadelphia or, you know, other states like that. Memphis, you got a lot going on in those states. It's a lot of violence going on right now in those states. And the reason that the violence is going on and people not even getting caught is because they're not invested in surveillance at all. Those areas out there, does not, I bet you they don't have license plate readers on their street lights. They don't have cameras everywhere. And they don't have like neighborhood watch and stuff like that. You know, so a lot of them dudes is getting away with a lot of stuff out there. If they was to come to California and try to do that, they wouldn't get away with it because it's different out here. That's what people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So all they have to do is, when you do something, all they have to do is rewind everything and see exactly what went on, and then they got you. That's how they do it out here. Now, so much violence going on at one time. Yeah, some people might get away with certain stuff, like when they was looting and all that stuff, when they was doing the smash and grabs and all that stuff, because too many people at one time doing it. But back to the YSL trial though, man. Y'all stay tuned. Follow my channel and give y'all some good information. And like I say, we'll see if I'm right or wrong. I believe the verdict will come back either not guilty or hung jury. I don't believe they're going to find him guilty at all because they got jurors in their favor. Trust me. They got jurors that's saying, this ain't right. This whole trial haven't been right from the start. You know what I'm saying? And they had money to fight it, and they had good attorneys to fight their case. And if they didn't, it could have went a different way. So imagine other people who can't afford to pay for attorneys to fight their case the way their attorneys fought for them, you know? So we'll see though. I'll check back in with y'all after the verdict.